In the news this week, the Premier faced angry protesters over the death of an Aboriginal person in custody.
The dust settles on Perth's local government reform after the final draft has been revealed.
And a round of applause for the hero who stopped the Canadian gunman.
This is the Evening News with Ivan Lung and Daniel Staniskov.
Good evening. There were waves of anger this week at Parliament House during a nationwide protest on the topic of Aboriginal death in custody. Premier Colin Barnett was confronted by protesters as he stated his views.
Facing hundreds of booing protesters at the steps of Parliament House, Premier Colin Barnett promised to take action and prevent Aboriginal deaths in custody.
I want to promise you that whatever happened, all of the circumstances, the truth and the full truth will come out. I will ensure that.
22-year-old Ms Dew died in South Hedland Police Station after she was locked up due to unpaid fines. It was reported that Ms Dew was admitted to the Port Hedland Health Campus twice after she suffered physical pain.
Taken her away from me, and I need the answers for all this. So who's going to answer all my questions?
Suicide prevention and deaths in custody researcher Gerry Geogatos believed the incident could have been avoided.
Death of the 22-year-old Yamaji woman in a police lockup in Hedland would not have occurred if there had been a stout advocate from the Custody Notification Service. So what we need is the rollout of that notification service. I've met with the Federal Minister for Indigenous Affairs, Nigel Scullion. He is very keen to see it rolled out.
Protesters around the nation are calling for an independent inquiry to investigate Ms Dew's death. They also urged the state government to take action to prevent more Aboriginal deaths while in custody. Darren McElwain, WAMN News.
After 5 years on the drawing board, the state government's much-anticipated council amalgamation plan was finalised. The aim is to reduce the number of local governments down from 30 to 16 by 2017. Ali Harper reports.
The lengthy discussion towards local government reform has been finalised.
The process that has been going on under this government has been frustrating. It's taken a lot of time, a lot of resources.
There are major changes to the boundaries of some city councils, with Cockburn's new division along the New Row Highway Stage 8. The city of Subiaco will be expanded and 5 metropolitan councils in the west will be merged into one super council. The Burswood Stadium will be given back to the new local council in Victoria Park, and the city of Vincent will merge into Perth. However, the boundaries between the city of Perth and the proposed city of Riversea are subjected to further refinement, according to the government.
Reforming local government and reducing the number of councils will save money. Costs of operation clearly will come down. Those larger local authorities will be able to provide more and better services to their residents and ratepayers.
The government's intention of 9 new local governments will be achieved through a boundary adjustment, 3 local governments will be achieved through a amalgamation, and 3 will remain unchanged.
But opposition leader Mark McGowan said the announcement is another broken promise from the Barnett government.
Make no mistake, this will mean an increase in rates for ratepayers around Perth. This has created confusion and uncertainty across local government.
Mr Barnett also said the government will legislate an act for the city of Perth to protect the CBD's uniqueness. Ali Harper, WAMN News.
Meanwhile, mayors in metropolitan Perth have had varying reactions towards the government's final draft on the new local government boundaries. Here's what they have to say.
We are heartened that the state government have seen the importance and recognised the role of a strong capital city. I think it was also very heartening that the Premier said he believes the stadium and casino should ultimately form part of the capital city.
We are deeply concerned that we could see an electoral system where there's a gerrymander or vote weighting in the favour of existing City of Perth residents.
The boundaries that I've come up with for local government, certainly in the Fremantle area, were really good, and it's certainly the boundaries that I know our community strongly supported.
We're looking forward to working with the City of Kwinana to bring about the seamless transition to service delivery, staff being identified in particular roles, and of course looking forward to the elections in October next year.
Reports suggest that Fremantle plans to lower the speed limit in its CBD to below 30 kilometres in an effort to discourage drivers from driving into the town centre. The Mayor believes the plan would make Fremantle more pedestrian and cyclist friendly. The proposal is now available for public comment.
I think this plan will give us better, it'll be better for cars because they'll be better to park more easily on the edge for cheaper, in some cases for free, but also be better for people because the inner heart of Fremantle will be a more pedestrian and cycling friendly place.
Residents in Cottesloe are concerned about suggestions to close down the dock beach in the area. A council meeting will be held tomorrow to discuss the recommendations. Dock owners in the area are upset and vow to keep a close eye on the matter.
We're just so upset and we're really scared about it happening. The beach is what keeps my dog happy and cool in summer, and the thought of it going is just horrifying. My dog Jazzy just loves it so much. We can't imagine a summer without it.
A small gathering was held by the Labor Party to remember former PM Gough Whitlam. Union members, current politicians and some members of the public attended the ceremony. A number of politicians in the party gave speeches and offered tributes, revealing how Mr Whitlam inspired them in politics. A minute of silence was held by the crowd at the end of the memorial.
He's a wonderful, inspirational Australian figure who did a great deal for this country, and I think the country owes him a debt of gratitude.
In world news, the street occupation in Hong Kong has stepped into the third week. Police have attempted to remove protesters from the streets, but their efforts are still in vain. Canada's House of Commons in Ottawa resumed on Friday after the shooting rampage at the National War Memorial. Sergeant-at-Arms Kevin Vickers received a hero's welcome by the MPs for his critical shooting to the gunman. Prime Minister Stephen Harper and his wife Lorena together paid tribute to deceased soldier Nathan Cirillo at the National Memorial.
Corporal Cirillo was killed today, murdered in cold blood, as he provided a ceremonial honour guard at Canada's National War Memorial. That sacred place that pays tribute to those who gave their lives so that we can live in a free, democratic and safe society.
And those are the top stories of the week. You can read the latest news on the website.
We will see you next week. Have a good one.
Good night.